Hello and welcome. We are going to solve equations. This time we are going to do some harder questions. Okay. Now solve means, of course, finding the value. If the question says solve for x, ultimately you have to find how much is x equal to. Okay. Now we start with the question. The question is solve for x plus 3 divided by 5 plus 2 equal to x plus 7 divided by 2. Okay, what we notice in this question is some of them in fraction mode, some number on its own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the question x plus 3 divided by 5 plus 2. I'm going to put them in fraction form. So 2 can be written as 2 over 1. 2 can be written as 2 over 1 in fraction form. And then equal to x plus 7 over 2. So all of them in fraction form. Now the idea is you have to make the denominator same. Now when you look at the numbers in the denominator, you have 5, 1 and 2. Just forget about 1, but you have 5 and 2. If you want to make the denominator same, you have to multiply 5 by 2 and then 2 by 5. But because I multiplied 5 by 2, that gives me 10. Now this side also I have 10. Then 1 has to be multiplied by 10 as well. Okay. So all I did so far is make the denominator same. Now I have to make the numerator. Adjust the numerator. So what I have to do is, first I put bracket because I have to multiply this x plus 3 by 2. So I have to use bracket because x plus 3, there are 2 terms in the top. So times 2. Now 2, I have nothing, you don't need a bracket. Because of the denominator is multiplied by 10, I multiply this numerator 2 by 10. Now here, the x plus 7 by 2, I multiply the denominator for 5. I have to multiply the numerator by 5, but I need to make sure I put bracket. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite the question. I'm just going to put it in usually when you have something like that, we write the question as 2 bracket x plus 3 over 10 plus 2 times 10 is 20 over 10. Don't simplify, make it like that because our idea is use the denominator same. Don't cancel this as 2. Then 5 bracket x plus 7 over 10. Okay. Now because the denominators are same, we can simply compare the numerator. So the next line is going to be 2 bracket x plus 3 plus 20 equal to 5 bracket x plus 7. So now my equation x plus 3 by 5 plus 2 equal to x plus 7 by 2 becomes 2 bracket x plus 3 plus 20 equal to 5 bracket x plus 7. Okay, if you do questions like this, first we need to remove the bracket because this question has bracket, pronumerals on both sides. So first we remove the bracket. When I remove the bracket, and of course there is a times here, so it's like this, same with this. So when I do that step, the first becomes 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 which is 6 plus 20 equal to 5 times x, 5x plus 5 times 7, 35. Now when you look at the left hand side, you have to simplify plus 6 plus 20. So that can be grouped as first 2x as it is plus 26 equal to 5x plus 35. So when you look at this stage, this equation has pronumerals on both sides. And you can just do many methods, but I'm just going to take the 5x. I want to get rid of the 5x on the right because we tend to keep the pronumerals on the left hand side. Okay, so again remember opposite of minus 5x plus 5x is minus 5x. So minus 5x on both sides. I'm just going to do minus 5x, but again I have to write under 2x, the minus 5x. Okay, so opposite of 5x is minus 5x. I put on both sides. So when you write, you have to write under the x term. Okay, now whenever there is a step like this, one becomes slash, one becomes circle. So this becomes circle and this becomes slash. Okay, so when you do that, next line, 2x, circle means you need to simplify. Okay, 2x minus 5x, which gives you minus 3x plus 26 equal to, slash means it's gone. So plus 35, you can write it as 35. Okay, now next line. This question, when you read minus 3x plus 26 equal to 35, so now you have to do opposite of plus 26, which is minus 26. So minus 26 on both sides. Okay, so because opposite of plus 26 is minus 26, you have to do minus 26 on both sides. Now always one side slash, one side circle. Here plus 26 minus 26, that's a slash, this is a circle. Okay, so next line, minus 3x equal to, now 35 minus 26 is 9. Okay, now some people, they get confused whether I have to do plus 3 or divided by 3. Now when you have something like this, my recommendation is you swap signs. Okay, so this 3x, this becomes 3x equal to minus 9. Okay, so just swap signs, or divide by minus 1 on both sides. Whatever you do, this works, it's easier. Then the next line, what you see is 3x is minus 9. So opposite of 3 times 3. 3x means x times 3 or 3 times x. So divided by 3 on both sides. And again the next step, one slash and one circle. So this is circle, this is slash, leaving with x equal to minus 3. Okay, so your answer for this question is x equal to minus 3. So that is your solution for the question. Okay, now we do one more. Okay, now of course exactly the same, but there is a minus involved. People make common mistakes in questions like this. So now the first thing we do is I rewrite the question, x minus 1 divided by 3, take away x minus 2 divided by 4 equal to, I have to put 2 in fraction mode, so it's 2 over 1. Okay, that way it's easy for us to compare. The next step is, okay, when you look at the denominators, 3, 4 and 1. So if I want to make this same, first you look at 3 and 4. If I want to make the denominator same, I multiply 3 by 4 and multiply 4 by 3. When you do the simplification, 3 times 4 or 4 times 3 gives you 12. So I multiply the 1 by 12. Only then all the denominators will be 12. Okay. Now I've done the denominator. Now whatever I do with the denominator, I have to do for the same with the numerator. That means I have to multiply this by 4. And the second fraction, x minus 2 by 4, x minus 2 has to be multiplied by 3. Now in 2 has to be multiplied by 12. Okay, we rewrite the question. We rewrite the question as, whenever you have like this, we put 4 bracket x minus 1 like this, rather than x minus 1 by 4. That's easy to write. Over 12, take away 3 bracket x minus 2 over 12 equal to 24 over 12. Okay, now when you look at this line, the denominators are 12. So I'm going to simply compare the numerator. So when I do that, my equation becomes 4 bracket x minus 1 take away 3 bracket x minus 2 equal to 24. The next step is we have to remove the brackets. Okay, we have to remove the brackets. So I may have to insert a times sign here, then the 2 arrows. So the next step is going to be 4 times x, 4x, minus 4 times 1, 4. But here, when you do, I just made a mistake. I think I should have from minus 3, 2. So minus 3 to x, minus 3 to minus 2. So that step is going to be minus 3 times x, minus 3x. The next line is minus 3 times minus 2, which is plus 6. Okay, so minus 3x plus 6, and that equal to 24. Now on the left hand side we have to simplify first. So grouping 4x minus 3x gives you x, and then minus 4 plus 6 gives you 2, x plus 2 equal to 24, and of course minus 2 on both sides. Minus 2 on both sides gives you x equal to, see, 1 slash and 1 circle. So 1 slash and 1 circle. So that gives you x equal to 22. So your answer for this question is x equal to 22. Okay, you got that?